Good afternoon, class. So today we are going to talk about sanding. And I have been doing bodywork on vehicles for a very long time. And the mistake that people make is when they use their fingers to sand, each finger creates a divot. So when you're going to push into something with this with your fingers, you're actually doing that. See the ridge there? So you use a block. Pretty simple. Well, that's the wrong size. You take the block, you put the sandpaper in the block, and then you have a flat surface. So when you go to sand it, it's completely even. You can even use a piece of wood. Because I'm sure that everybody's got wood laying around. You can use a piece of wood. So when you sand it, makes a smooth surface. When you're doing edges that have like this to them, you would use something to the effect of this. So you would take the sandpaper like so, and then you have an edge. The reason being is when you take your fingertips and you use your fingertips to sand, see how it doesn't work at all. Now, the more you sand, the more you understand how sandpaper works, and this edge actually sits flat against this, and the sandpaper, the cutting surface, is sitting flat against it at all times. Once you understand pressure and how much pressure to put on a certain place, same thing. When I sand my helmets like this big honking helmet here, all of these are ridges, and it would be so super cool to be able to use my sandpaper and take my sandpaper in my fingers and just sand it. It doesn't work because you'll have a ridge here, this will be flat, that'll be flat, there'll be a ridge here. So when you go to paint it, it all shows up. So I use one of these. You don't have to have a Bosch, you don't have to have a Makita or a Milwaukee. You could have a Harbor Freight cheap sander like this, but this does the same thing. As you're sanding, it's keeping the sandpaper in edge with this. Now, once you learn how to use this, you can move it around and go over, and it will be perfectly flat like that all the time. This is what you're trying not to do right there. Those are fingers, and that's what you're trying to do. Say hi. Whoa. Say bye. Where's Mama? Puppy? Nope. There she is. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day and have learned something today. Come on, Mama. They really are the coolest things. Come on, Branch. Any day now. There you are. Yeah, you guys are awesome.